기적의 분식집!
Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Miracle Snack Shop on Nintendo Switch. And load here. Load on my load. I got you. You really are from a fantasy world then. Then right when you laid eyes on that portal, you knew that it led to another world?
아니, 이런 곳으로 이어질 줄은 몰랐다. 기껏해야 다른 대륙으로 이어질 거로 생각했는데 이 영지는 내가 한 번도 들어본 적이 없는 것 같구나.
Then you went through that portal without the slightest idea of where it would take you?
그렇지.
You didn't think that was at least you didn't think that was the least bit dangerous?
그 말이지. 여왕은 그러니까 피로가 많이 쌓여서 잠깐 바람을 쐬고 싶었던 것뿐이다.
So you're saying that you went through the portal to get a breath of fresh air?
그래, 기분 전환을 하고 싶었던 것뿐이야.
Still, that seems like taking things a step too far, no?
그때는 기분이 그랬단 말이다. 성이 너무 답답하고 가신들도 꼴 보기 싫고 다른 곳으로 훌쩍 떠나고 싶은 마음이 들어서 그래서 잠깐 망설이다가 옷장 안에 생긴 이상한 포탈로 들어가 본 거야.
Hold on a minute. I think the music's too loud. I mean, it's... Boy, we made it too low, but it still seems loud, doesn't it? How about that? So you're saying that there's no way you made... So you're saying that there's no way you made this portal?
그래. 이유는 모르겠지만 내 침실의 옷장에 생겨나 있었다. 다른 사람이 발견하지 못하게 잘 닫아두었지. 뭐, 내 침실은 아무도 허락 없이 들어올 수 없으니까.
I think I got it. I understand. So, you just... Basically, it sounds like you ran away.
가출이라니. 여왕은 그렇게 무책임한 행동을 하지 않는다.
But you just said you wanted to slip away, and you had no idea where this portal would lead.
아무튼 가출은 아니다. 마음의 재충전을 위해 잠시 허가를 구하지 않고 성을 떠난 것뿐이야.
Leaving without telling anyone was basically the definition of running away.
이곳은 춥지도 않고 날 괴롭히는 가신들도 없다. 그러니 가끔 들리는 것뿐이야. 그러니 오해하지 말아주면 좋겠군, 빙사공.
Yeah. She was here because she didn't want to work. Message received. Since you're here, would you like a small tour of this world?
그 제안은 꽤 매력적이라 여왕의 마음이 동하는구나. 그럼 현지 시차를 위해 마차를 준비하거라.
We don't use carriages here. We use something kind of similar. They're called cars.
그래, 내가 말한 게 그거다. 비슷한 이동수단이 있겠지.
Yet she was so confident in demanding a carriage a moment ago.
어서 그 자동식 마차인가 뭔가를 준비하거라.
Aye.
오, 이 마차는 신기하게 생겼구나.
My car was parked in front of the shop. We both climbed in. I couldn't say that I was self-conscious exactly, but getting ready to drive her around, this felt like a little, but getting ready to drive around like this felt a little odd. I was just showing the Queen around our world, not driving her around on a date. Yet the situation still felt strangely odd. Your Grace, you must put on your seatbelt before we can set off.
안전벨트?
Your seatbelt, just in case we have to stop suddenly. It kind of straps you into your chair.
뭐? 나를 묶어놓는다고?
No, it's not like that.
여왕은 귀공에게 실망했다.
What?
그대는 여왕을 바보 천치로 하는가? 속일 것이 따로 있지. 내가 제 손으로 이 몸을 결박하는 수치를 그대에게 보일 것 같은가? 실망했다, 빙사공. 설마 그대 여왕을 결박시켜놓고 대체 무슨 얄궂은 짓을 꾸미려고?
Despite her protest, I reached over, pulled out the seatbelt, and locked her in place.
내 이놈! 정말 무례하구나! 나의 허락도 없이 내 몸을 막 더듬고...
Queen Salt pulled the seatbelt out and watched it as it snapped back into place.
오, 빙사공. 이거 되게 신기한 물건이구나. 당기는 대로 쭉쭉 늘어나는데?
I told you it wasn't as bad as you thought it was.
난 그대가 몸을 묶어둔다고 하길래 잠시 오해를 했지. 이게 안전벨트란 것이구나. 마차가 갑자기 멈춰도 내가 넘어지지 않게 잡아주는 끈이라 이거지.
Yep, that's right. Once the hassle of putting on her seatbelt was over, I started up the car. And slowly drove around the neighborhood. She got close to the windshield and stared out, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. I saw this unimpressive scene every day of my life. To the queen of a fantasy world, though, it must have all looked spectacular.
빙사공. 이 영지는 정말로 평화로운 곳이구나. 사람들의 얼굴에 웃음꽃이 가득해.
The smiling ones are probably just the couples walking down the street, my queen. The words came to my lips, but I didn't let them pass.
공기도 맑고 이 거리의 냄새가 아주 향기롭구나. 여기선 사람들에게서 좋은 냄새가 난다. 빙사공에게서도 좋은 향이 나는데.
Do I? I did get myself a spray of cologne this morning.
향수를 쓴다는 건 어느 정도 계급이 높은 자란 뜻이지. 왜냐하면 아래 것들은 전혀 씻지 않거든. 그래서 거리엔 악취가 진동하고. 그래서 그대를 처음 만났을 때 그대 몸에서 좋은 향기가 나는 걸 보고 그래도 귀공은 꽤 높은 직위의 사람이라 여긴 거야.
Well, thanks for thinking so highly of me.
빙사공, 이 영지를 다스리는 자에 대해서 말해주겠나?
The rules of the realm? She wanted to know about our government. Start at the district office?
이렇게 영지를 깨끗하게 잘 관리하는 자라면 아주 훌륭한 영주일 거야. 영주가 사는 성은 어디에 있나?
It's just a few minutes away by car.
그 성을 한번 보고 싶구나. 그리로 나를 안내해주지 않겠나?
Alright, it's not too far. We arrive at the district office. Queen Salt stared out through the window.
저게 이 영지를 다스리는 영주가 사는 성인가?
That's the place.
그런데 성벽이 없구나. 그리고 생각보다 아주 소박하고. 혹시 잘못 찾아온 게 아니냐? 거리에 있던 건물들이 더 화려했던 것 같은데. 영주의 성이라면 필시 더 화려하고 웅장해야 할 텐데. 저건 그냥 좀 커다랗기만 한 감시용 성체처럼 보이는데.
Either way, this is where our so-called ruler lives.
그런데 내가 도착했는데도 마중을 나오지 않는다니. 영주로서는 훌륭할지 몰라도 예의는 좀 없는 자로구나.
Well, no one told them that the queen would be gracing them with her presence.
그런가? 난 당연히 빙사공이 연락을 했을 줄 알았는데.
I did not.
왜?
How could I explain? Tell her the truth, make a convincing lie. Oh, let's tell her the truth. She's smart, I think. The ruler who lives here wouldn't believe that you are a real queen.
그래? 빙사공은 나를 여왕으로 바로 알아보지 않았는가?
Well, that's because I believed what you said.
그러니까 지금 빙사공의 말은 내가 여왕인지 확실히 알지도 못하면서 그냥 내가 여왕이라고 하니 내 말을 있는 그대로 믿었다. 그런 뜻인가?
Yes.
그대가 똑똑한 인물인지 아니면 어리석은 인물인지 헷갈리는구나.
Whatever you choose to believe, I'm quite sure that our ruler would not just take your word as truth.
그래. 서두를 필요는 없지. 그럼 다시 돌아가자꾸나.
Oh, do you need to get back already?
너무 오래 자리를 비우면 가신들이 걱정할 테니까.
Gotcha.
오늘은 이만 돌아가겠다.
Goodbye. Come back soon.
아, 그대의 앞길에 여왕의 축복이 있기를.
She parted ways with the same words as last time and headed back to her own world. Okay, any new recipes? No, not really. There's reviews. Quest completed. Taisa has been unlocked in the VIP section. Queen Salt of the Salt Kingdom. She suddenly ran out of the portal. She's been visiting every week. She must really like my desserts. I feel like she has a story to tell. Let's see. Run the actions. Open the store, I guess. See, a new quest has been received. Open the review tab to view quests. You're in fish bun shaved ice required. For my reviews, I like how this place has vegan-friendly options. Are my taste buds malfunctioning? My head hurts. Could I see your notes from today's lecture? Who is this famous ice sculptor? Is there any way I can get a bit of a discount? My head hurts. My head hurts. Learn how to make fish bun shaved ice to complete her quest. Fish bun shaved ice. Is it called that just because it's in the shape of a fish bun? Or are we actually putting a savory item into shaved ice? I asked her to sample my new creation. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I think they translate that to fish bun. She took a bite and her reaction was... she must have liked it. I learned how to make fish bun shaved ice. Yeah, see, in America, shaved ice is really not that common. I mean, we have a lot of ice cream, since it's a dairy-producing country. But the shaved ice that's available in like Japan and Korea is not the kind of shaved ice that we served here. Our shaved ice that we do have I guess our ice cones are a lot rougher. Like the chunks of ice are much bigger, whereas in Korea and Japan they're really, really light flakes, kind of even more light than snow. And here, it's really not much more than crushed ice with some flavoring. So yeah, it's a completely different kind of food, which we just don't serve here at all, at least not in that style. So it's interesting to see like so much of this game revolves around shaved ice, because there's nothing like that here in the States. Except from areas where a lot of immigrants live, where they just brought that technique and that and those recipes over from either Japan or Korea, and obviously they're different kinds of shaved ice. But yeah, don't see a whole lot of it really anywhere. Let's see, main story up. Okay, so. Quest complete. Yurden has been unlocked in the VIP section. Okay. My actions now. Oh, I can go Queen Salt and the red bean porridge, which I already have up. A walk with Queen Salt. Or to the supermarket with Queen Salt, I guess. A walk with Queen Salt? Doesn't cost any money. Carry out the action. A walk with Queen Salt. Yes. Walking is free, apparently. The next time I saw the Queen, we decided to take a stroll to a large plaza in the middle of the city.
오, 빙사공? 이곳은 광장이군. 그렇지?
Right. The Salt Kingdom have a place like this?
당연하지. 광장은 아주 유래가 깊은 장소가 아니더냐.
Yep, even in different worlds, the way people live is still pretty similar.
그래. 사람이 별로 없는 걸 보니 오늘은 사형 집행날이 아닌가 보구나. 운이 좋았어.
Maybe not that similar. Queen Salt, we don't hold public executions in the square.
뭐? 그럼 사형 집행용 광장이 따로 있는 것이냐?
No, it's not like that. We don't execute people in this or any square. It's actually been quite some time since we've even had an execution.
저기 중앙에 있는 시설물은 단두대인 줄 알았는데.
That's not a guillotine. It's art.
그렇구나. 단두대치고는 꽤 아름답다고 생각했는데. 저 뒤쪽에 있는 유리궁전엔 누가 살고 있지?
Huh? What glass palace? There were no glass palaces anywhere that I knew of.
저기 뒤쪽에 있는 건물 말이야. 벽면이 다 유리로 되어 있지 않느냐?
Well, that's just a skyscraper.
고층 건물?
Right. Ordinary people live and work in a building like that. I wouldn't call any of them palaces. Queen Salt seemed more fascinated with the skyscraper than anything else. She just kept staring at the building. She saw all the windows on one side and must have just assumed it was a palace made of glass.
정말로 신기하구나. 여기에 사는 사람들은 전부 귀족 같기도 하고 평민 같기도 하고 때로는 왕족처럼 보이기도 해. 여왕은 아직 이 세계에 대해 잘 이해가 되지 않는다.
You'll get used to it the more you drop by.
그나저나.
What's the matter?
귀공은 괜찮은가? 이곳에 오래 서 있었더니 몸이 너무 뜨겁구나.
You're hot?
그래. 이 세계의 태양은 왜 이리도 강렬한 것이냐? 너무 더워서 걷기가 힘들구나.
Oh, if you're hot, you can always take off a few layers.
옷을 벗으라고?
Sure. The queen looked around.
빙사꽁, 내가 바보로 보이는가? 내가 이 세계를 잘 모른다고 나를 새 지혀로 농락할 셈인가?
What?
그대는 진정 여왕이 속옷 차림으로 거리를 활보하길 바라는 것인가?
Sure. That response nearly slipped from my quick tongue. No, it was just another misunderstanding. I didn't mean it like that.
만약 여기가 소금 왕국이었다면 여왕에게 옷을 벗으라고 권한 자는 저기 저 단두대에 목이 댕강하고 잘렸을 것이야.
Not all of your clothes. I was just talking about the cape. If you're that hot, you could at least take off your hat.
모자?
Yeah, all that fur looks sweltering.
이 모자는 함부로 벗어도 되는 게 아니다. 특히 사람들이 보고 있을 때는 더욱 그렇지.
Is some curse stopping you from taking off your hat? Or will you transform into some horrible creature if you take it off? You only look like yourself when you're wearing it?
그대의 상상력은 참으로 풍부하구나. 이 모자는 여왕의 격을 상징하는 것 중 하나다. 왕실의 예법상 이 모자는 특별한 일이 있을 때만 벗는 것이다. 예를 들면 자신보다 지위가 높은 자에게 존중의 뜻을 표할 때 정도지.
I see. Royal customs seem complicated. Isn't the queen the highest class, though?
그렇지.
Then there's never really a time you need to take your hat off.
거의 없지. 이제 여왕에 대해 좀 더 알게 되었나?
Yep, I've learned that being a queen requires no flexibility and a really hard head.
뭐?
If you just took off your hat, you'd feel a lot better.
그러니까 여왕의 지위와 격이란 게 있단 말이다.
Right. The queen jumped and almost fell over in shock. Are you okay? I grabbed her arm as she was about to fall over backwards.
빙사꽁, 방금 그 나팔 소리는 대체 무엇인가? 저기 쳐들어온 건가?
The honking continued. One car had stopped in the middle of the road, blocking traffic. The queen ran straight into my arms. Huh?
빙사꽁! 적군이다! 어떻게 하면 좋은가? 성문을 닫아라! 여긴 안전하다고 하지 않았는가? 대체 어떻게 된 일인가?
Calm down. There's no enemy.
그럴 리가 없다. 나팔 소리가 이렇게 크게 울리는데. 이 신경질적인 나팔 소리. 어딜 봐도 적의 침입을 알리는 소리가 아닌가?
They're just telling that driver to get off the road.
뭐?
Look over there. Those cars can't move. The people are honking their horns, telling that driver to move his car. The queen slowly relaxed her grip on my arm.
고작 그런 일로 나팔을 분다고?
Yep.
아니, 적군이 쳐들어온 게 정말 아니란 말인가?
Queen Salt's legs were shaking so badly that it looked as if she would crumble at any second. Had the honking really shocked her that badly? I could see how it might be rather frightening for a woman from a fantasy world.
대체 뭐하는 인간들이란 말인가? 아니, 그리고 방금 나팔이 한두 개가 아니었다. 수십 개의 나팔 소리가 동시에 여기에 울려 퍼지지 않았는가? 적군이 나타난 것도 아닌데 그렇게 일제히 동시에 나팔을 볼 수 있는가? 저 마차에 타고 있는 자들은 그럼 전령이 아니란 말인가?
Nope, they're just trying to get to wherever they're going.
그냥 지나가는데 저렇게 나팔을 분다고? 단지 길이 막혔다는 이유로?
Yep.
정말로 참을성이 없는 자들이구나.
Boy, the main character is kind of dense. I mean, he doesn't even think about what it's like from her perspective. He's just kind of a moron.
여기가 소금 왕국이었으면 다 같이 단두대에 올려보냈을 거야.
It didn't look like the traffic was going to let up anytime soon. Queen Salt, would you like to call it a day?
그래,
But Your Grace.
왜? 여왕은 빨리 돌아가고 싶다. 쓸데없는 질문은 하지 마라.
You dropped your hat. Queen quickly picked her hat up off the ground.
빙사꽃?
As she said that, she pulled herself together and pretended that nothing had happened.
그대는 오늘 아무것도 보지 않았다.
Huh?
오늘 그대가 본 모습은 꿈이다.
A dream? What had gotten into her all of a sudden?
그러니까 잊으란 말이다. 그대가 본 것은 존재하지 않는다. 헛것이다.
Oh, all that queenly shrieking and almost falling over because the people honked their horns?
그러니까 그런 일은 없었다.
Well, it totally did. Didn't it?
빙사꽁!
I guess it was nothing. I guess it was nothing.
그래,
She could pretend, but no way. Was she actually buying into her own lie?
여왕은 오늘 아주 침착하고 차분하게 이 사형 집행장을 둘러본 거야. 알겠나?
Sure. She must have been so embarrassed. But this place isn't for executions.
어허,
I mean, of course. No reason to disagree. It was an honor to show you around our execution grounds.
나도 빙사꽁의 안내 덕분에 이 영지에 대한 이해가 깊어졌다.
Was that really the right choice? That was how the awkward Queen Salt finished up her day. What do we have for promos? Nothing? Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see. No new quests. Cooking skills up. Blue wave, shaved ice failure. Didn't I already do this though? What's my next set of actions? Queen salt and the red bean porridge. I could have swore we already did queen salt and the red bean porridge though. Really? Did we not do that one? Wasn't that the very first thing that we did? Oh, I guess no, we had shaved ice with red bean topping. I don't understand. Well, let's level up our cooking skills. Blue wave, shaved ice failure, yes. I asked her to sample my new creation. Ah, okay. She took a bite and her reaction was... I messed up somewhere and ended up with a blue wave shaved ice failure. Queen salt and the red bean porridge. Let's do that, shall we? After a bit of an absence, Queen Salt returned for more shaved ice. At first I was just glad that it suited her taste, but now I was starting to worry that she was eating too much of the frozen dessert. It was only once per week, so I didn't have to worry too much about. So I didn't have that much to worry about. But I did want her to try something else for a change. Queen salt?
왜 그러느냐?
Would you like to try something else besides shaved ice? Her face twitched, and then she just glared at me. It seemed like a no, but I tried not to take the look personally.
밥이라면 사양하겠다.
I had actually tried to feed her some rice the last time she popped in. She tried a few bites, then this incredulous look came over her face as if she couldn't believe that people ate the stuff. So I recommended that she put some kimchi on top of the rice and try it together. So she put a small piece of kimchi on top of a spoonful of rice and yum. I couldn't tell if the whole experience had just left a bad taste in her mouth or if she thought that rice and kimchi were only served together. But either way she viewed it, the mere thought of rice made her grimace.
그대가 만들어준 요리는 죄다 매운 것들 뿐이구나.
I mean, that is true of most Korean food. It's sweet and spicy.
이 나라에선 다들 이렇게 매운 요리만 먹는가?
Her tolerance for spicy food was at absolute rock bottom, so anything with a hint of pepper was practically inedible to her. Kimchi stew, red pepper paste, tteokbokki, anything like that was a hard pass for her. Especially with the tteokbokki. She almost died after putting one of the rice cakes in her mouth. After that experience, she only wanted sweet things and kept demanding more shaved ice. You're gonna make yourself sick if you only eat dessert all the time.
귀공이 여왕의 건강을 걱정해주는 건 참으로 고맙다. 하지만 내 몸은 스스로 챙길 수 있으니 개의치 말아라. 그러니 어서 빙수를 만들어다오.
She was completely hooked on shaved ice. Well, I know you guys don't eat ice, so what do people eat where you come from? Anything I'd know?
원래 먹던 음식이라면.
She tapped something on her invisible translator program. Thank you yet again, mysterious device.
빵과 감자, 그리고 수프?
That sounds like your typical European cuisine.
그런가? 가끔 빵에 치즈를 발라 먹었지. 치즈는 외부에서 수입해오는지라 항상 먹지는 않았다.
Cheese. Since she couldn't handle the spice, maybe I could try out something more creamy? What dish was sweet and creamy? Well, what kind of shaved ice shall I make for you today?
팥빙수. 삶은 콩이 그렇게 달고 맛있다네. 매일매일 먹을 수 있을 것 같아.
She liked them that much? Well, they had no spicy kick to them, so maybe she would enjoy something else made from red beans? How about red bean porridge?
단팥죽?
The queen pushed some invisible buttons to make an invisible search.
단맛이 강한 빨간 콩 수프?
Oh, that was rather specific. Was that thing pulling up a wiki article or something? Yep, you could call it a kind of red bean soup, I guess.
빨간 콩 수프라면 괜찮을지도. 그래도 지난번에 그 김치 수프처럼 나오는 건 아니겠지?
You mean the kimchi stew? Well, don't worry, this is completely different. Ta-da! Here's your red bean porridge. Why? Is there something wrong?
아니, 빙사콩. 그게 마치 지옥에서 방금 올라온 듯한 인상의 수프구나. 이건 정말로 먹어도 되는 건가? 색깔이 너무 불길한데. 이 검붉은 수프는 혹시 독약을 잘못 가져온 게 아닌가?
Oh, I guess I could understand why someone would look at red bean porridge and go, yeah, is that edible? Hearing her explain the color like that did make it seem rather sinister.
독수프?
It's just red bean porridge. It's not poisonous. It's delicious. You really enjoyed the red bean topping.
아니, 그래도 팥빙수는 얼음이 위주였으니까. 그런데 이 팥수프는 마치 지옥의 늪 같은 인상이구나. 내가 만약 이 팥수프에 이름을 짓는다면 지옥의 늪 수프라고 지었을 거야.
Why don't you just try it out, Your Grace? She must still remember the nightmare that was kimchi stew because she was very careful in raising the spoon to her lips.
생각보다 달구나.
Yep, it's written out as sweet red bean porridge on quite a few menus. Knowing her culinary preferences, I added in a bit more sugar than the recipe had called for. The queen blew on another spoonful to cool it down and took another bite. Watching her eat made me all warm inside.
빙사공, 이 요리에 관해 설명해 주겠는가?
It's just porridge made from red beans.
아니, 그렇게 말고 좀 더 격식 있고 운치 있게 자네의 요리를 설명하는 걸 듣고 싶어.
The scene started playing out in my head. No way. She couldn't possibly be asking me to do that.
여왕은 특별한 요리를 먹으면 꼭 그 후에 옆에서 가신이 그 요리의 내력에 관해 설명해 주는 걸 듣곤 했다네. 여기서도 그걸 들을 수 있으면 좋겠는데.
She couldn't possibly, yet she was indeed. I gotcha. I did get the gist of what she was asking, but... Give her a convincing explanation, give her a simple explanation. Let's have a little fun with it. Just a moment, let me prepare myself. Every cell in my body was cringing at the mere thought. But if that was what she wanted, I just had to give it a try. Let me explain what I know about this dish. These red beans were specially imported from the Gangwon province, a snowy kingdom of perpetual storms. In a way, the magical power of the ice and snow that rule the people of Gangwon have been captured in the red beans you are eating now.
오, 강원도? 소금왕국 같은 눈과 얼음의 나라가 또 있었군.
I had actually brought the mixture at the supermarket, but it did say that the beans were grown in Gangwon. A special water is used in the making of the soup as well. I used volcanic water shipped in from the island of Jeju. The island was formed by that same volcano.
화산 안반수. 지옥에서 갓 끌어올린 수프라 생각했는데 화산의 마력이 담겨 있었던 것인가?
That water was indeed from Jeju, but the volcano had gone extinct long ago. You could say that this porridge is the perfect combination of the chill of an icy valley and the heat of a fiery volcano. As the words came out of my mouth, I knew they sounded like the words of a con artist. Did I actually have a knack for lying? The queen seemed rather touched by my explanation.
내가 듣고 싶었던 게 바로 그거야.
What? I made up that whole thing for a laugh.
몰랐다. 이 단팥죽이 얼음과 불의 요리였다니. 아주 심오하구나.
I was about to let her in on the joke, but I held back when I saw how truly amazed she was. It wasn't all lies, anyway.
그래. 지옥의 늪이라 생각했던 모습이 그대의 설명을 듣고 보니 식어버린 화산처럼 보이는구나. 강원도의 얼음 폭풍이 화산을 식힌 것인가?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
단팥죽, 얼음 계곡과 화산. 뭔가 떠오르는구나.
Oh yeah? What story?
이 요리에 담긴 전승을 왠지 알 것 같다. 모든 특별한 요리에는 다 사연이 있지.
Huh? Was there a legend about porridge?
얼음 계곡의 나라와 화산섬의 나라가 오랫동안 전쟁을 해왔었지. 100년에 이르는 긴 전쟁으로 두 나라는 피폐해지고 마지막에 이르러서야 얼음왕과 화산왕이 극적으로 평화협상을 하게 된 거야. 평화협상에 서명한 후 두 왕은 자신들의 영지에서 가장 귀중한 식재료를 교환했을 거야. 전쟁의 시대가 끝나고 평화의 시대가 열린다는 상징이지. 얼음 계곡의 붉은 콩이 화산왕에게 넘어가고 화산섬의 화산 안반수가 얼음왕에게 넘어가서 원래대로라면 서로 만날 수 없는 두 재료가 만나서 이 단팥죽이라는 요리가 생겨난 거야. 정말로 아름다운 이야기야. 빙사공, 그렇지. 꼭 들어맞는 건 아니더라도 대충 비슷한 이야기 아닌가?
An ice king who ruled over Gwanggwang and a king of the volcano in Jeju. I would have loved to have met them. I would have loved to have met them. Maybe they were still around and I could swing by. Sure. You guessed the basics all right. Probably. Maybe.
그렇지? 문화는 달라도 사람이 사는 곳은 다 비슷한 법이지.
Indeed. Yep. Pretty much the same. I just had to let it slide. Just needed to play along. I was curious about what would happen if she were to find out the truth at a later date. Okay, I guess I need some money, so let's open the shop. New quest has been received. Oh boy. What is the quest? Learn how to make brown mermaid shaved ice to complete your quest. Oh wait, what? Yeah, let's do that. Learn how to make brown mermaid shaved ice. Oh, $80 for brown mermaid shaved ice. Well, that would only leave me $2. And it takes $50 to go to the supermarket. I guess since it's part of the next request, I guess I should do it. I asked her to sample my new creation. She took a bite and her reaction was... she must have liked it. I learned how to make brown mermaid shaved ice. Brown mermaid. Well, the names are certainly interesting. Quest complete. Young has been unlocked in the VIP section. Okay. I don't know what that does for me exactly, but oh sure. I need $40 for a skill up, but I also, quite frankly, need money. Review, profiles, shop, cash on hand. I have basically nothing. Open the store! Okay, so I need $40 for blue wave shaved ice. Asked her to sample my new creation. She took a bite and her reaction was... she must have liked it. I learned how to make blue wave shaved ice. What flavor would be blue wave? Would it be blueberry? I don't know. Gemstone shaved ice? Failure. I had to feed her to the failures. Okay, well, I need $50. So. Can't do anything yet. I'm broke. New quest has been received. Oh, really? What? A fatty or flatty blue made shaved ice required. Learn how to make blue mermaid shaved ice. It's a quick request. Don't already know how to make that? Oh, $100? Really? let's go to the supermarket with Queen Salt. Actually, oh wait, I guess our time is up. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, and we'll stop it there for tonight. This is Audapostrophe. You've been watching Miracle Snack Shop on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I mean, this is getting more interesting. It is kind of a... I thought it was going to be like an actual shop I would have to manage, but thankfully it's not quite that complicated. It's just a matter of unlocking a certain amount of money over time in order to get events. And I'm assuming that if you don't play your cards right, you may not have enough money to go through all of the events before time runs out, which would make you want to replay the game in order to maybe experience different events that you wanted to. But yeah, anyway, I think that, the English translation is obviously a little rough, but I think if you've been playing a lot of these visual novels, then you're willing to accept a little bit of bad translation magic every once in a while. But overall, I think it's kind of a sweet little story. And it's kind of a nice break from all the serious stuff that we have been playing with all the occult and mystery stuff, which has been coming out recently, which is super weird to have that kind of stuff in December, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.